Okay, folks, we're going to do your upside down drawing. So you're going to need your picture of your guy in the chair. I think this is Tchaikovsky, but I could be wrong. Anyway, you're going to flip it upside down. That's why it's called an upside down drawing. Then you're going to need 3 pieces of white paper. One you are going to draw onto, and the other two you're going to use for blinders. By blinders, I mean you're going to slowly work down your paper left to right, and that's how you're going to draw the picture, actually. And let's make sure this is in focus. Okay, now, so when you start, I've pulled my paper down this far from the top of this paper, so I'm going to pull my other paper on the side I'm drawing on down the same amount. Now you're going to draw from the left to the right. First thing I'm going to draw this line, this border line that goes around. Okay, so the line is about here, and I'm using a very light, sketchy line. Okay, so I'm just going across it. I'll get my head out of the way. And then it comes down on this side. So there it is. Okay, now I'm going to start over here. This line right here starts to the right of the corner. You're going to use the other lines to compare where you draw your next line. This one is over here. If it's not exactly perfect, that's okay, but you want it close. This one's like this. It almost touches the top and it comes down. This next one is moved over a little bit more. I'd say right about here, and then it kicks out. I can always fix it up later if I don't like it. Then there's this line here at the bottom. Now, why am I doing the line at the bottom and not this top line? Because it's close to this line, so it's easier for me to compare. So it's right here, and it comes down and it touches like right there. Then the next one's right here, above it. It's in a little bit from the first one. And it comes across, and it's going to touch the paper. Then this one almost touches the line up here, and it's at an angle, and it meets this one, and it makes like kind of a triangle shape. Okay? Now that's exactly what you want to do. You want to say to yourself, oh, I see a triangle in here. I see like a rectangle kind of shape. That's the whole point of doing this, because then it teaches you to look at things as shapes and not objects. By objects, I mean, now that it's upside down and we're doing a slow reveal of the picture, you can't tell what you're drawing right now. We don't know if this is a leg, part of the chair, fingers, toes, or what. We just know it's a shape. Here's this one, goes over like this. Then there's this one next to it. And there's this one next to it. And there's this one next to it. And there's a little dot over in the corner. Now, I've done that row, and I'm going to pull my paper down a little bit more. And this paper, I'm going to pull down the same amount. So I'm even again. You're even up here, you're even down here. This line keeps going like this, okay, because I start to left and I work left to right. This one comes in, it curves, comes back out, and curves around. This one comes down and it kicks in just a little bit. This one comes down and curves back out. And then there's this little part right here, this little line right here, and this other line that's above it curves down and comes down. Then I have to go all the way over to here. I bring this one down, and it ends right about there in the middle of this one. So I'm just comparing where something is to where something else is. Just like if you're shooting a basketball, you aim for the back inside of the rim. If you didn't know that, when you shoot a basketball, aim for the back inside of the rim. Okay? That one, then I have this like kind of curvy one that comes up here. Now look, this looks kind of confusing in here. So I just said to myself, I'm just drawing this, and then I'll bring these other lines down to it. Now, you may say, oh, Mr. Casey, that's hard. You know, it's hard at first, but once you start doing it more and more, it gets easier and easier, just like riding a bike. When you first start to ride a bike, you fall off a lot. Okay? So that's how you do the upside down drawing. Okay? So here we go.